Okay, new job.
You are live. Everything you say can be heard now and is on camera.
That's probably easier.
Yeah.
Yours has your name on it.
Don't get scared.
Thank you. I probably won't get it until next semester, but it's
No. I heard that.
he's not allowed.
I won't be wearing it right now because
Yeah.
Nice.
That's okay. I'm not wearing mine.
wait, can I see the order?
No,
It's on the
fair enough,
agenda.
fair enough. Thank you. That's actually
I did not hear you.
What?
Got it.
Well, is it better to do them up here?
Just be ready at any time. At any
Well, we're
point.
doing one.
The
next one.
Jackie.
Yeah. No, that works.
Like that.
It is time.
I told you.
I've been waiting.
What's up?
This is the best day of my life.
It's not too much puff, but a little
It's
puff.
enough. Have you guys tried using the event
Yo.
on course these things that they were talking about with the events?
It's so exciting. It's like fresh.
We could do that. We could add it right at the beginning.
Liz
I'm
talking
just
about
gonna,
the
like,
event process.
open
They have to like
our
submit
meeting.
everything in a form.
Our minutes.
I was gonna send out a thing, like ask people because we have some listeners, people who may have just gotten lost. I never opened myself.
Yeah, we'll just do that right at the beginning.
Yeah, of course. We have
Yeah.
polos. Okay, so everyone has a polo. Okay, but the first is my done.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
It's
One of my friends really wants to know what else to ask him.
So, first, what's the word? Yeah, but her friends are always wrong with the two. And then I felt
Something. They also just rescheduled the
and he did it better.
Maybe.
You gonna go and actually get it checked out?
Meeting to order, roll call.
Senator Baker. Senator Bolio. Senator Bissonnette.
Here.
Senator Bouchard.
Here.
Senator Brown.
Here.
Senator Desai.
Here.
Senator Godek.
Here.
Senator Gilmartin. Senator Holman.
Here.
Senator Hunt.
Present.
Senator Kilday.
Here.
Senator Lipscomb. Senator Lemieux.
Here.
Senator Lucier.
Present.
Senator McCarthy.
Here.
Senator McKiernan.
Here.
Senator Miller. Senator Morrison. Senator Piacenza.
Here.
Senator Raymond. Senator Scorpa.
Here.
Senator Shamorad.
Here.
Senator Silver.
Here.
Senator Stearns. Senator Thapa. Senator Thurston.
Here.
Senator Weiner.
Here.
Chairperson Amaya.
Here.
Chairperson Cloutier.
Here.
Chairperson Greenwood.
Here.
Chairperson Peralt. Secretary Bronson.
Here.
Vice President Souza.
Here.
President Kaufman.
Present. All right, welcome back, everyone. We have a lot to talk about, so we're not going to waste any time. At this time, I move to accept the minutes from the 1/21/2025 meeting.
Second.
Second, are there any additions, revisions, or deletion to those minutes? Okay, seeing none, we will move into a voice vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion passes. Next, this is not on the agenda, but just out of the interest of time and respect for the time of others, we do have a special announcement from some representatives from public safety. So, the floor is yours.
Hey guys, this morning we received a nice little show of appreciation from our friends over at Shriners Children's Hospital. This was myself, Sergeant Rodman, Officer Kate Perzo, and Comfort Canine Bear, along with Chairperson Greenwood. We went down back in December to deliver all the toys and all the donations that we received. So they gave this picture with a frame backing as well as a card just thanking us for all the contributions to their phenomenal organization. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for those that donated. Chairperson Greenwood, thank you for coming with us and helping out. So.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah. So I'm very glad that we were able to bring back Suffolk Cruiser yet again for another year. It's very good to help out members of the local community and the children of Shriners Hospital, and hopefully we can keep that going for years to come. So thank you all for participating. I know I saw a lot of you guys at that event. Thank you all for any of you guys who helped set it up with Chairperson Greenwood as well. So just thank you all around. Next, we are going to move into our actual new and existing business. I'm going to start with the rookie of the fall 2024 semester. I'm going to also start by announcing that they are not here, but I'm still going to announce who it is. And we will do pictures and stuff next week because we're going to be in this room again anyways. But I do want to say that this is single-handedly the best part of being the Senate president. I love getting to recognize each of you throughout the year because you deserve it for all of the hard work and dedication you guys put into your roles. For this senator, I have been consistently impressed by the dedication and impact they have demonstrated over the last semester. As a first-year student, they have made remarkable strides in their involvement in leadership on our campus, not just within our Senate, but also through the various organizations they are a part of. Despite being new to the role, they seamlessly adapted to their responsibilities, demonstrating a natural ability to learn and lead with confidence and poise. What truly sets the senator apart is their unwavering commitment and dedication to serving our student body. They actively engage in Senate discussions. Beyond the Senate chamber, they exemplify the qualities of a leader who is deeply connected to our community, with their organizations and athletic teams that they are on. This senator doesn't wait for concerns to come to them. As a senator at large, they take the initiative to go out into our community, listening to students and ensuring their voices are heard. Every time they report back to the Senate, it's clear that they've been on the ground, speaking directly with their peers to gather feedback and address pressing matters. In addition to their Senate work, they have made a meaningful impact in the organizations they participate in, demonstrating a level of involvement that exceeds expectations for someone so early in their college journey. I have no doubt that their future contributions will continue to elevate both our Senate and our campus as a whole. I cannot wait to see what she has in store for her time here at Western New England University. After conferring with the executive board, I am honored to present and declare Kelsey Bouchard the rookie of the fall 2024 semester. Next, for the senator of the semester, or senator of the fall semester, this senator is someone I hold a tremendous amount of respect and admiration for. And this is something I don't think I've ever told them directly before. I first met the senator last spring, and since then, I've seen how deeply involved they are in our campus community. When I think of this senator, I think of leadership, not because of a specific title or role that they have, but because they consistently exemplify the qualities of an exceptional leader in every single thing that they do, regardless of what position they're in. Over the summer, I reached out to this senator and encouraged them to join our student senate. Initially, they declined, but when fall arrived, circumstances changed. A senator had to leave the university, and this person was serving as their alternate. They stepped up when I contacted them again, offering them that position. They joined us right before elections, and I honestly don't know what we would have done without them. Without their willingness to step in, the class of 2027 might not have had representation for quite some time. From day one, it was as if they'd been a part of Senate all along. They picked up everything seamlessly and immediately started to make an impact in their role. I couldn't be happier that they are with us every Tuesday, bringing their insight, dedication, and leadership to the Student Senate. Today, I firmly believe that Rebecca Kilday was and still is the best person to have stepped up to represent her class, the class of 2027. And after conferring with the executive board, I'm honored to present and declare Rebecca Kilday the senator of the fall 2024 semester.
Now shake hands. Yes. Thank you.
I will now open the floor for any comments or remarks for either Kelsey or Becca. Chairperson Cloutier.
Okay, I have one for both. I'll start with Kelsey, because that's who you started with. Kelsey really impressed me with how she articulated the concerns of her constituents, especially as a first-year student. It's really rare to see someone so like outspoken about that stuff. And so I was impressed with her by that. Becca, look at you go, representing our class. You really did step up, like Cam said, when we were down our representative, and I think you've done an excellent job. Even in all the other roles that you do, you still dedicate a lot of time to this one, so that's also very impressive.
Vice President Souza.
I have one for Becca. I work with her like in other things on campus too, and I've seen how much she's involved in, and it's really impressive how she's able to like dedicate so much time to everything and balance everything and be so good at all of it. And she's just like very impressive, and I couldn't think of anyone who I would rather work with.
Chairperson.
I also have one for Becca. Becca is a personal friend of mine, and I know how much they are committed in those 6 a.m. practices. Really, I don't know how you do it. But she does everything from throwing people on the mat to speaking so well in Senate and represents her class and the students' body very well.
Any other comments? Congratulations to you both. I'm going to text Kelsey later to check out the live stream. Hopefully she actually does, so she's not confused next Tuesday when we give her the award. But congratulations, Kelsey. All right.
I see her.
Let's go.
So next, just moving on, we are going to do the first ever State of the Campus address. So if you don't know, this is kind of a play on words for the State of the Union address, which is something our United States president is supposed to do every year. I figured it would be a new, hopefully, tradition to start for the Senate to kind of chart the path forward for the spring semester, but also reflect on the things that we've accomplished so far. So without further ado, Vice President Souza, Chair Zamaya, Cloutier, and Greenwood, Secretary Langello, Secretary Bronson, and all members of our Student Senate. My job today is to report on the state of affairs for the Senate and our campus community. It is my responsibility to transparently outline the ongoing efforts of myself, the Senate Executive Board, while also setting a clear path forward for all of us as we conclude this term. Senators, I am proud to say that the state of our campus is strong. When I first took office, I said that the times of hope were done and the time of strength has arrived. Through the diligent work of this Senate and so many other members of our Golden Bear community, I firmly believe our campus is growing more unified every single day. As I returned to campus this semester, I took a moment to reflect on the changes around us. What I saw stood in stark contrast to the state of things last fall. If you will recall, we had a campus center mid-renovation, incomplete projects, offices in limbo, and promises made to our student body that were left unfulfilled and unkept. But just 2 weeks ago, as I walked through the campus center, it became clear that the efforts of the student body, and this Senate in particular, are finally taking shape. The transformations we've long fought for are becoming a reality. Our campus no longer feels like a maze requiring a pamphlet to navigate. With student involvement moved into the hub offices, student-facing services are now centralized and easier to access. Our bold media groups are moving into their new dedicated spaces on the first floor, and construction zones that once disrupted the campus center are now a thing of the past. Additionally, we have seen notable improvements in our campus dining services with continued investment in food quality as discussed by Mark Marson from Aramark last week. I'm excited to see that the things the students in this Senate have been begging for are finally on their way. It feels like we are not just being brushed off for once, and that is an amazing feeling to have. Along with that, students are now receiving regular updates from the university provided by Vice President Matthews and Leah Cunha, ensuring transparency about changes happening around us. While the road to all of these achievements has not been without its challenges, I can confidently say our campus is moving in a positive and more importantly, our campus is moving in a positive direction, and more importantly, our students are being heard every single day. As we continue to see progress across our campus, I also want to take a moment to reflect on the work that we've done directly within this Senate, specifically reflecting on the 100-day agenda I introduced last fall. It's been an inspiring journey so far, and I'm proud of all we've accomplished so far. First, I must acknowledge the incredible dedication and commitment of every single one of you. It is because of your tireless efforts, your passion, and your resilience that we've been able to achieve something truly special, fulfilling the first goal of that agenda, filling the seats of this student senate. Thanks to each of you, our constituencies are stronger than ever before, and we now have a fully staffed and dedicated board of executives. I want to take a moment to celebrate and thank my fellow executives, Vice President Souza, my partner in crime, Treasurer Peralt, who sadly could not be here today, Chairs Greenwood, Cloutier, Amaya, and Secretary Langella. Your hard work often goes unrecognized. I could say so much more about your contributions to the Senate and to this university, and so much about each and every single one of you, but I will save the more heartfelt remarks for April. Now, Senators, again, I must thank each and every single one of you. You are what continues to inspire me every day. The leadership I see within this Senate, both in your roles as senators and in all the other things you do on our campus, is just truly inspiring to me. You all have gone above and beyond, and I want you to know that I see it. I see your hard work, your commitment, your care for Western New England University. It does not go unnoticed, not by me, not by anyone on the executive board, not by any member of administration or student involvement. We're all very deeply grateful for each and every one of you. I couldn't be prouder to lead and stand alongside such an extraordinary group of people. So thank you all. Last fall, I firmly believed that the student body deserved a strong, robust student senate to better serve and address the challenges we face every day here at WME. I set out with the goal of growing this organization, but I did not anticipate just how quickly we would achieve that growth. We had to move out of our home. This growth signals a significant change in our student body. Having a large, engaged Senate isn't just about numbers. It's a clear message that the student body cares deeply about what's happening on our campus. The students who put us in these seats expect us to not only discuss the issues, but to also stay informed. and have a say in the decisions that shape the future of this university. As students, we are the primary shareholders of this institution, and it is our right to have a seat at the table when critical decisions are made. Whether about academics, leadership opportunities, sports, or every other aspect of our campus life, we deserve a say. By actively involving us in these discussions, this institution not only upholds its commitment to inclusivity and transparency, but also ensures decisions reflect the true needs and aspirations of those it serves, us. I am grateful for the opportunity to be a part of this process, and all of you should feel the same. We must take our responsibilities seriously every single day and hold ourselves to a high standard. With our Senate growing stronger, I'm now turning my focus to ensuring we continue this momentum into the future. One step in that direction is the reactivation of the election committee, a vital part of keeping our Senate strong and representative of our campus community. Upon activation, Vice President Souza will assume the role of its chair in accordance with our Constitution, and all outgoing senators will automatically become members. I'm entrusting each and every single one of you with one vital directive: to grow our constituencies and expand the reach and influence of the Student Senate. I have no doubt that each of you will rise to the challenge and leave the Senate in a stronger, more impactful state than you found it. While working on the election committee, or while work is going on with the election committee, I'm also tasking Chairperson Amaya and the legislative committee with bringing forward what I will call the Clean Slate Amendment. This amendment aims to improve the transition between Senate administrations, ensuring that incoming teams are not burdened by unresolved work of the past. Currently, the handoff from one administration to the next leaves incoming members with an incomplete slate of tasks and responsibilities, particularly on the financial side. This causes confusion and unnecessary challenges, and it's time for a change. No administration should be left to clean up the mess of the previous one. The buck will no longer be passed. To address this, I'm proposing that we shift the end of our terms to 3 weeks before the start of finals week. This will start our next term, or not our next term, the term after our next term. This adjustment will provide incoming administrations ample time to take over, making their executive appointments, passing the necessary budgets before the school year ends without the burden of managing unfinished business. This change will ensure a smoother, more effective transition and preserve the continuity of our work, ultimately making our operations more effective and less prone to disruption. In addition to our ongoing governance efforts, we made remarkable progress in strengthening our connection with the academic side of campus. One key achievement of our 100-day agenda is the reinstatement of the academic secretary position, a pivotal step in renewing our collaboration with the Division of Academic Affairs, led by the provost. I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Secretary Bronson for her unwavering dedication and tireless effort this term. She has proven to be a powerful advocate for addressing the academic challenges students face every day. Her close collaboration with the provost, registrar, and other key stakeholders has been instrumental to our success. This partnership has enabled us to better represent students' needs in critical decision-making processes, including improvements to course registration, which has seen significant enhancements over the past few semesters, as well as other academic affair issues. These strides reflect our commitment to ensuring that academics remain at the forefront of our work, and I'm excited to see how this strengthened partnership continues to benefit our campus community. Along with that, today I am proud to announce a significant initiative. I have tasked Chairperson Amaya and the Legislative Committee with integrating the academic secretary position into our Constitution as a formal executive board role, rebranding this position as the Secretary of Academic Affairs. Academics form the foundation of our experience as students, and it is essential that the Student Senate and Academic Affairs Division work in close collaboration to shape policies that impact all of us. Without this role at our table, we cannot fully engage in the discussions that influence the student body. Academic decisions often extend beyond the scope of the individual colleges, as demonstrated by the recent passage of the Golden Bear Discovery Plan by the Faculty Senate. From what I understand, the Student Senate has never been actively involved in discussions to revise or replace the GURs over the past 3 decades, despite the multiple conversations that occurred and the multiple opportunities that were before us. This must change going forward. The Faculty Senate's willingness to collaborate with us on this initiative is a promising step towards a stronger, more unified partnership between our 2 bodies. By establishing the Secretary of Academic Affairs as a cornerstone of our student government, we are ensuring that academics becomes an integral focus of our work as a Senate starting next term. We will formalize this partnership and prioritize more academic representation in our Senate work. This is a long overdue change and one that aligns our student government with other student governments across our nation. Another initiative I believe we've been successful in, and I am determined to continue, is bringing members of our community into our Senate meetings. This continues to help us unify this campus. To further this goal, I've been in discussions with Dean Davis to arrange a meeting where he can update us on the progress of the College of Arts and Sciences. And today I am tasking Secretary Bronson and our college representatives with reaching out to the other deans, urging them to schedule visits before the end of this term. Our students deserve to be well informed about what's happening across campus. And I think the deans would find some benefit from having a conversation with all of us as elected members of the student body. There is no better forum for receiving valuable feedback and offering a glimpse into future plans than the Student Senate. While we're focused on improving the academic experience for students, we're also working to enhance the overall student experience. While we did not meet our initial goal of passing a major project by the end of the fall, we're making significant strides. Myself and Chairperson Cloutier have been working closely with members of the university's upper administration and facilities to ensure that we secure the best resources for these initiatives. The groundwork is already being laid, and I'm excited to give you all a sneak peek of what's to come. First, we are tackling a long-standing issue: improving convenient access to clean drinking water for underclassmen residents. We've heard consistent feedback from students about the need for more convenient water bottle filling stations in the underclassmen dorms. And we're proud to announce that we'll soon present a budget proposal for these installations. It's a concern we're thrilled to address because we've addressed it before historically in the academic buildings. Next, we're working on the revitalization of the Gateway basketball court. The court has fallen into disrepair, and we believe it's important to repair it, so students have a functional space for recreation. In the coming weeks, we'll be bringing a budget proposal to this body for approval to move forward with the necessary enhancements and repairs. Another initiative we're excited about is what I call the Bring Student Senate Home project. This project aims to upgrade the Senate chambers, making it more functional and a professional space for our meetings and the other meetings that occur within that space. The current furniture and technology don't fully serve our needs nor the needs of everyone else that currently use that space. And since the chambers are shared, it's time to invest in improvements for everyone who will use it. This upgrade will ensure the Senate chambers reflect the importance of student government and provide a better environment for all groups who meet in there. The goal is to make it the professional meeting place of the students. Additionally, we are looking into ways to improve CCA and CCB. Chairperson Cloutier and I are meeting with facilities this Friday to discuss whether or not these spaces are worth investing in. If that meeting goes well, I'll have Chairperson Cloutier explain the plans for those in the coming weeks. And if you are a member of the Campus Relations Committee, you have an exclusive sneak peek into what exactly those plans are. The last project I'm particularly excited about is one you all have heard a little bit about already, but I believe it will transform our campus. And I have to give Chairperson Cloutier major credit for spearheading this initiative. Revitalizing the Student Leadership Garden, our Student Leadership Garden. This area has great potential, but has fallen into disrepair. Our vision is to redesign it into a vibrant, accessible space where students can unwind. We'll add lights to illuminate the trees at night, creating a stunning glow. And an infinity waterfall will provide a calming, peaceful element and will replace the old dead plants with new, vibrant greenery. This garden will not only be visibly striking, but also sustainable, making sure it thrives for years to come. As we focus on these key physical improvements, we're also working to streamline how we operate as a Senate. In the coming weeks, I'll be introducing new initiatives to make our meetings more productive. Senators, I'll soon be asking for a motion to suspend our current rules package and implement a condensed version. This streamlined package will empower our committees to do work outside of regular Tuesday meetings and remotely. To give you a sneak peek on what exactly that will entail, club constitutional amendments will be handled autonomously by the legislative committee. Club conflicts will be handled by the campus relations committee. Public relations and finance already have responsibilities that they handle outside the Senate, with public relations being the main outreach and events arm of our body, and finance doing hearings and immaterial allocations. I plan to finalize these updates before presenting them for your review, but I promise there will be more than just that. I also want to promise you today that during our limited time on Tuesdays, we will no longer waste time on tasks that should be delegated to our committees to handle on their own. You all are entrusted in your roles to handle that business. So we are going to get work done. Our meetings will focus on the critical issues that demand our immediate attention, the matters that can't just be passed off to our committees. Senators, I promise that moving forward, we will try to end meetings early, making our time together more effective, impactful, and meaningful. This year, as another initiative, we are introducing a Student Senate-sponsored end-of-year club and organization celebration. This event is designed to honor and celebrate the incredible and hard work and achievement of our student leaders. To ensure this celebration is truly special, I have tasked our public relations and campus relations committees to work together as a joint committee. Their mission is to plan and organize an unforgettable event that our student leaders can eagerly look forward to year after year. These projects and initiatives are just the beginning. As we continue to work towards improving our campus, we must keep focused on the bigger picture, making our student body and student senate stronger and ensuring our work has lasting impact and serves the student body for years to come. Together, we can build a future that leaves a legacy of progress. I want to reaffirm my unwavering commitment to driving meaningful change across our campus. Together, we have the power to make a real impact. Our work here goes beyond individual interests. It's about the legacy we leave behind us and the opportunities we create for those who follow. I truly believe we can accomplish incredible things together. Now is not the time to slow down like Senate has historically at this point in the year. We must stay focused and keep doing what is best for our community. Our campus has always been a great place, but the best is yet to come. And it's up to us to make that a reality. Thank you, and let's get back to work. With that being said, at this time, I make the motion to activate the Student Senate Election Committee.
Second.
Hearing a second, are there any questions or comments about the activation of the election committee? Okay, you all heard my directive, so we will move to a voice vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion passes. If anyone has any questions about the election committee, for those of you who are seniors, outgoing seniors, and would like to play a very direct role in it, you're all going to be added to probably a group chat by Vice President Souza. But do not be afraid to reach out to Vice President Souza. All of the important decisions and updates will be done by her. So yeah, I'll pass the floor to you.
Constitutionally, there's like a few rules regarding the election committee. So if you plan to rerun, you're not supposed to take part in the election committee. If you are, even if you're like a first year sophomore and you're not planning on rerunning, you're welcome to join. But seniors, I'm probably gonna force you to join. Like anybody who's running, like such as President Kaufman, cannot take any part in it. So if you have any questions about it, he can't answer them. Just make sure you're coming to me or like someone else on the committee. That's all I have.
Thank you. Any questions or comments about that? Okay, seeing none, we are going to move on. I'm going to pass the floor over to Ranking Member Piacenza at this time.
Alrighty. At this time, as the ranking member of the Student Senate Finance Committee, I make the recommendation that the Commuter Council receive an initial starter allocation of $250.
So moved.
Second.
Hearing a second, I'll allocate 5 minutes to this conversation. The floor is yours.
All right. Following the Commuter Council's reactivation at the last Student Senate meeting, Chairperson Perrault received their 2024-2025 proposed budget, which included items such as a water bottle and a blanket for a raffle, air fresheners, trifold materials, craft supplies, food, and drinks. There is no difference between the Commuter Council's requested amount of $250 and Chairperson Perrault's requested amount of $250, as this is a typical and fair starter allocation.
Are there any questions or comments about that? Okay, seeing none, we will move into a voice vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion passes. As I expressed last week, I am super excited that the Commuter Council is back up and running, and I believe that is in good hands, and we will see a lot from them soon. Next, moving into the events process updates, I'm going to hand the floor over to Leah Cunha.
Hey everyone, so you probably saw that the events process is up and running. So there is a new course dog form, very similar to the old one. It just adds a few more questions to get the extra details about your event. So there was a training video that was posted, I believe, yesterday. We're going to be editing and adding to it as we get more questions that come up. So I just wanted to be here if any of you have any questions based off of what you've seen or heard.
Floor is open for questions or comments.
So you can check the Student Leadership Kodiak for the training videos and other materials that you might need, but feel free to reach out.
Cam, I want to add really quickly, the form is for on-campus events only. So if you're booking a meeting, you can use, we're going to be creating a new form that's student university events. That's going to be used for any of your reoccurring meetings or your off-campus trips. And so make sure that it just essentially is like what you did before. So you're not going to ask, or it's not going to ask you a bunch of supplemental questions that are unneeded for you to do a reoccurring club meeting or if you're going off campus, as well as one of the newer forms that Kathy and Eddie's team have worked on is a meeting no requirements form. So there's certain locations on campus that Senate Chambers is one of them, CC 6 and 7 are a few of them, but if it's a meeting location, instead of needing 5 days to actually go and reserve that space, if there's no resources that are needed, it's not a reoccurring meeting and you just need it for maybe even it's like in that moment you decide you need like a quiet study space, you can go in and use that form and book it automatically. So there are a few different changes in those forms. We'll update them into the Kodiak, but wanted to clarify that this new form is strictly for events that are happening on campus.
Any other, yes?
This one just really popped in my head, but like for like more like private events, like invite only events, will we go through the same process? Yeah.
So the form has a choice to choose whether it's a private event. So if you need, for example, say it's like a banquet or something, if you need to order things, you can fill out the form, you can just select that it's private.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, we are going to move on. Now, visitors' comments. Are there any visitors' comments? Okay, seeing none, we'll move into reports. Executive reports. Treasurer Perrault could not be here today, so we're going to skip the Finance Committee report. So Chairperson Amaya and the Legislative Committee.
So yeah, just to update like what clubs we've reached out to and has replied to us for constitutional revisions. We have 5 out of 18 of the targeted clubs that have completely updated their constitution and got it passed by us. Many clubs have also received emails or notices from someone on the committee or myself about constitution revisions. If you are an executive board member in any one of those clubs, please get back to me or the person that emailed you at the earliest convenience. And just for some clubs that we haven't reached out to yet, but feel free to reach out to us, is Golden Bear Television, Historical Society, International Club, Black Student Union, Forensic Science Club, and Gardening Club. That's all for my report.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments about the bill of legislative report? Okay, seeing none, campus relations.
Okay, this might be a little long. So Cam mentioned that a Google form was sent out to the CR committee to approve the proposed reserve projects or reject them, depending on your opinion on like their ability to improve the quality of life on campus. Please fill that out by Friday because President Kaufman and I are meeting with facilities and upper administration to just get back in touch on the reserve projects that we were working on before the spring semester. Also, sorry if this is still your PR report, but Kat and I are working with Bridget to figure out the end of year celebration awards. So expect stuff coming from our direction about like the types of awards that we're going to use, kind of like how we're going to structure the event and stuff. Yeah, that's all I have.
Thank you. Any questions or comments about campus relations report? Okay, seeing none, public relations.
Lydia did my Bridget part, but yes. Anyway, to the other half of my report, Stephen Morrison and Samantha Bolio are at the Reconnect with Your Academics event in my place, but they are running a table with the Senate. Everything, we did a raffle basket. As far as I know, it's going well. I'm getting pictures and stuff. There's also a black tech table, and I'm getting many pictures with many new people, which I like to see. So we are reaching people, and I'm glad that that is going on. So that is all I have for that.
All right. Any questions or comments about the public relations report? Okay, seeing none, liaison and special committee reports, starting with the academic secretary.
Hi, everyone. I don't, as a semester just started, I don't have any immediate concerns to report on, but as President Kaufman mentioned before, I will be extending a formal invite to all of the deans of the colleges so that everybody can put a face to the name there. I will also be scheduling meetings with the provost, vice provost, the registrar, the librarian, student involvement, career affairs, all those places. So if you have any immediate questions that you want me to address with them in the coming weeks, please reach out to me and I'll make sure that they get heard.
Thank you. Any questions or comments about that? Okay, seeing none, health and well-being, I'll hand the floor back to you.
I'm going to be doing the report for Sam since she is at my event, but she had a meeting with Lauren last week of classes in December and basically set out the primary goals for the semester and some ideas collecting feedback. Along with that, Sam will be opening a feedback form on Wednesday, January 29th, so tomorrow, so please be on the lookout for that. It's basically a general feedback form regarding services, accessibility, new programs, ideas for moving forward, and so on. It will be sent out in the GroupMe along with University Post. This form is not just limited to senators, so please make sure people are aware of it. Spread the news. I'll also be posting on Instagram, so the more we can get, the better. There will also be some new additions in this semester. There will be same-day counseling services, extended hours on Wednesday until 7 p.m. That way, it helps with availability and emergency visits as needed. And there will be an implementation of anonymous post-visit surveys for both counseling and medical services. She will also be having another meeting with Lauren, and it's set for this upcoming Wednesday, where she will discuss plans for the ongoing semester regarding outreach and along with what the feedback we get from that form. And if you have any questions or if you are interested on being on the Health and Wellbeing Committee, please contact Sam, and her report will also be added to the minutes.
Thank you. Any questions or comments about that? Okay, seeing none, we are going to move into senators' comments. Are there any senators' comments? Yes.
I have two really quick. So my first one to my seniors, if you have not gotten your yearbook portraits taken, please do so. You should be getting emails about it. But if you haven't, I would recommend reaching out to Michael Pedro, as he is the president of the yearbook club. My second comment I have as the chair of the spring event committee. I'm happy to announce that Senator Holman has been chosen as our security chair. So we now have a full executive board, which I am very excited about.
Congratulations, Senator Holman. Are there any other senators' comments or even questions about the path forward that I just laid out for us? Any projects, anything like that? Yes.
Becca, can you stay so I can get a picture of just you? That's all I do.
Any? Okay, seeing none. Wow, we're ending early and I haven't even done the new rules package yet. I move to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion passes.
Yeah.